My name's Jason and welcome back to I Have a Story. Today's Super Cinema Saturday and I would like to share today a television series that I've been watching for a few years now and I'd really like to share with people. And over the next several weeks of Super Cinema Saturday, I'm going to be sharing the good episodes that I find relevant and ones that I would recommend people to watch. There's a lot of, I'm really, over the years of watching this and seeing things that are happening today, it's really, honestly, it's really opened my eyes to a whole lot. And to be able to see that, wow, they're actually talking the truth in a lot of ways and a lot of things, but also their depictions of the possibilities of this technology and being implemented and the pros and cons to the implementing these electronics. Throughout these episodes, there are things that they talk about and use a lot. And I don't want to say a lot because there's not a lot of episodes, but there's several episodes that use a lot of the same technology consistently. And that kind of opens my eyes to, especially coming from Netflix, it's, again, all these big companies and all these big, today you see it more and more that they're all just joined together and working together to keep us giving them our money. That's what it's all about. But just like everything, they made their good episodes and they're not so good episodes. And so episodes that I watched was, wow, I can't even believe this is actually the same show. And none of them really follow in line like a typical television series does. So I'm going to share the good ones. I don't want you to watch bad ones and go, oh, I got turned off, because that happened to me. I first started, when I heard about this show, I watched a couple episodes and I said, this is dumb. Why am I watching this? Why did they recommend this? And then later on down the road in life, I heard about it again and thought, okay, that one does sound pretty good. And I watched that episode and was, wow, eye-opened and shocked. So I don't want people to fall down that hole of watching an episode or two and those weren't very good ones and getting turned off. So I'm going to share the good ones that I have found throughout all of their series. I believe they're on series 7. And like in this one's, the one I'm going to share today is coming from season 3. Season 3, I believe, only had 6 episodes. And this show, Black Mirror, first started in Britain, and I believe it was the first 2 years and first 2 seasons that the show was aired, it was only aired in Britain. And it really is an eye-opener, and I really want people really need to educate themselves. Is this the road you want to go down? Is this really the road we want to take our country down? And while there's pros and cons to it all, and especially seeing what's happening today where there's so much censorship and so much lack of freedom in our free country, and so much overall just, it's all about the money and power. And if we implement things that you and I can't control and we go down that rabbit hole and we can't stop it once we do, if they use it for money and power, which is what everything is shown is about today, everything, you can't deny it. There's not a single person, not one, who could deny that everything today in business and in government is all about control and money. You watch these shows and ask yourself, is this really the road we want to go down? So first I'm going to start out with the season trailer for season 3, and I'm going to be individually picking out over the next several weeks, and after I show you the trailer here for season 3 to give you an idea of what the show is about, I'm going to start recommending episodes out of their seasons. And in this one, I'll follow up with a short one about one that I believe every American, if you really want to talk about technology and think about technology and the ways that we or do we not go down this road, this one right here, this episode is a really good one. First I'm going to start out with the trailer for season 3. And this is actually the first episode that I'm going to be sharing with you, is that one right there.
You said you don't know how much time
And this was a really good episode right here too. Don't do it, don't do it.
Drill down into the numbers, you've got a solid popularity arc here. No one is this happy. I tell you what, with a fucking balloon isn't this happy.
Singularity is when computers learn to outsmart man like women did years ago.
You are so adorable. We're genuinely empathetic as a species. We don't actually really want to kill each other.
Gotcha.
Don't do it. So hopefully I can make it through this segment without, my left eye was blacking out and I couldn't see and I had to stop. But I'm back. I'm having that second time today already, and it's only around noonish, and my eyes have already blacked out twice on me today, so today's a bad day for my eyes. And this is how it works for me. But here with Black Mirror, and this throws off my videos too, because now I gotta remember where I was and try to pick back up. So the first episode I'm going to share, and this is one that everybody should watch, and it's a really good and a really eye-opener with the possibilities of this technology. And China already has this implemented. This is the thing people don't know and don't educate themselves on, and I'm here to help share this knowledge. China already does this. They may not have the eyepiece implants like they show in here, which is something that they use a lot in the Black Mirror episodes, is contact lenses that are digitalized, where you can zoom in, you can see, and it's connected to your brain and through your neural pathways. And people can't anymore look at like this is just sci-fi once again, because this stuff is already taking place. We're already doing this technology. And to know what we already know that has taken place, think of how far much more there has been already done that we haven't heard yet. Or again, go back to watching my episode about, or the television, or the movie that I aired last week. Sorry, this is where my vision and my problems really, when they hit me and kind of throw me out of whack. Go back and watch the movie that I aired last week. Ex Machina, I believe is how you actually pronounce it. It looks like Machina. Ex Machina is, I believe, how you actually pronounce that movie. Think of how many people who have that kind of money and are doing things like that. You know what? I think my Use Your Thinker Thursday this week. Let me share with you. Watch my episode coming up this Thursday. I will make a video about some of what these people are doing with this technology in their backyards, at home. Things that they are building, and these are kids building it. It's absolutely mind-blowing. So stay tuned Thursday for that. But this is already being implemented in China. How long until it becomes implemented here? And if this whole show watches and it follows this woman who is so bent on being socially accepted, and not even just being socially accepted. I mean, you watch this whole thing that everything runs basically like a credit score, except for on an app that people rate you as a person. That can be really scary in a lot of ways, and this show shows that. She can only rent certain cars because her acceptance level is only at a certain percentage, and throughout the whole show. So here's it's called Nosedive. This is season 3, episode 1. I highly recommend for your Saturday night cinema, grab yourself a box of popcorn and sit down and watch this. Again, if we're going to entertain ourselves, why not educate ourselves at the same time? and this really did for me. Doing these videos and stuff puts me out of my realm of comfortability and not moving my head around like I normally do. I notice I do it a lot in my videos, and then I hurt afterwards, and doing this has really taken me out of my comfort zone, doing these channels, my channel here and my videos. And with the app I'm using for being able to play this on my screen, it does not give me a volume level for what is playing through the computer as I record it. So now I'm changing. If you notice in my previous videos, the levels, sound levels were very high on the things that I was showing on the screen over my voice. I have control and multiple controls over my voice, but no control over the screen. So hopefully I'm changing and trying to do something different to make that easier on the audience.
While still caught up in our own heads, it's easy to lose sight of what's real, what matters. But as I stand here today, seeing your
So there's the episode that I'd like you to watch, and please watch this and enjoy your box of popcorn in the movie, and please comment below what you thought. Give me your ideas and what you do you support this? Is this the road you want to go down? Do you really want to turn into China? I mean, like I said, there's a lot of pros and cons to everything, and I am seeing today that the cons are being used more than the pros. And how do you balance it? You can't. You can't. There's no way that you can. And this right here is really, I see it just like what this episode depicts. I really do. So I ask you, please grab a box of popcorn and sit down and watch this episode. Obviously, you can find it on Netflix. I saw on YouTube there was a couple of click here to watch, and I don't know where those all lead you, but I recommend, and please again comment below your thoughts, your ideas. What other ideas do you have that maybe you see that they aren't discussing? These are things we all need to start talking about and discussing ourselves as the people, because we really have to, and this will change our world. It will be world changing, and I don't know, do you feel comfortable with that? Alright, I can't look at the screen for more than just a few seconds, or else I'm having it in my left eye today, which I have probably 85% of the time it's my left eye doing it, but doctors call it spasms. My left eye is blacking out and I can't look at the screen. Today's going to be a rough day. So please watch this movie, and